Okay, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles, and I'm a bit cutting it close. I have one video up on YouTube right now that's ready to go, but there's supposed to be two videos released every time I have a day, so I'm a little bit behind, and I still haven't given appropriate descriptions and titles to the two Pool of Radiance and the two Titan's Quest videos that got released, so I'm going to have to do that. I do have a test tomorrow, so that might wait till after I'm done with the test tomorrow. As might, more videos of this. Anyway, I'm going to do at least one video. It might be mostly talking and such, but here we go. I did do some skirmishing, and I had a bit of funny AI behavior that did not get recorded, unfortunately. Basically, two troopers ran up to Jane and decided to flamethrower her. The second one walked in front of the first one, so they were almost on top of each other. And then the first one decided to flamethrower again and hit his friend. And when Jane's retaliatory fire came the third time, she killed both of them. It was a brilliant bit of AI stupidity. Here we go.
After wresting it from the Empire's control, Squad 7 left Brule for Magyar, the stage for this war's grandest battle.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Even as they traveled, an increasing number of soldiers streamed into both camps. Both sides braced to feel the brunt of the other's army in the fight for all of Gallia.
Of course this is the last fight. I mean, because I haven't gotten anywhere...
General,
I haven't gotten all
I've said
the
100
enhancements
times now, I
released.
strongly recommend a change of tactics.
Yep, this is going to go bad.
Disparity in numbers, it's lunacy to send the Gallian forces on an all-out attack.
Yep. You need I believe the prevailing idea is that you need like a 3-to-1 advantage on attacks. 3-to-1 numbers advantage, because defensive has such an advantage generally. In fact, that's one of the things pointed at if you look at World War II and the attacks on D-Days, on how far the level of skill had dropped in the Nazi Germans army over the course of the war, because while even on defense, and even the fact that the U.S. soldiers and the Allied soldiers suffered massive losses, they weren't... The losses the Nazis were inflicting weren't matching what was considered the standard for a defensive action against an offensive action, which was because of the dropping standards of soldiers. They had a lot of people they had drafted or into the war, and basically, foreign prisoners they had given a rifle and said, "We'll shoot you if you don't attack our enemies," and stuff like that. There were some Korean soldiers that were captured on D-Day that they had been forced to fight by the Russians, by the Japanese. The Russians captured them and conscripted them into the Russian army. Then they were caught by the Nazis on the battles between Russia and Germany, and the Germans conscripted them into a fight, and so then they got put up on the D-Day, and they got captured by the Americans. And there were a lot of soldiers on the German side that just weren't as good as the American ones, and the elite soldiers, the SS, were roughly as well, that the Germans had by that time, were roughly as well trained as the American average soldiers. And their defensive strategy was kind of stupid because Hitler was an idiot and micromanaging things and didn't know how to handle it. But I'm getting into history, sorry. There's a good book that's actually called D-Day. I think it's by Stephen Ambrose is what I want to say. It gives a lot of the analysis that you could look into. It's a very interesting book. It's a very big book.
We'd stand better chances centered around our defensive holdings, fending off advances.
The enemy have gathered in one place for us. We can't let this chance slip by.
You're an idiot.
If we win this one battle, we'll be able to kick those imps out of Gallia for good.
You're either suicidal or an
we
idiot.
lack the manpower to break through an enemy force that large.
If we're short on soldiers, why aren't you out drafting more farmhands for us?
Do you honestly plan to let our countrymen die needlessly out there?
When attack if not now, Varrot? We will win this battle. We must.
Yeah.
We'll throw everything Gallia's got at them. A few casualties are going to be inevitable.
Yes, a few casualties being inevitable is true of any battle, but you're talking... It's set. This is plot.
If you've got time to sit there fretting, go ahead and fire into those yokels of yours.
Understood. I will do my best.
You're going to get blown to crap. Oh,
sorry I'm late.
Now I'm having flashbacks to not flashbacks. I can't say flashbacks. Now I'm having thoughts about Gettysburg and the charge. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. I've watched the movie version, which is of course kind of inaccurate, quite a few times. But yeah.
We deploy?
We're still on standby. I'm figuring we'll get the order to move out a bit past noon.
Gotcha!
Is everybody ready to go? All set and waiting for the word, but it sure looks like the enemy's got us in numbers. They do. The invading front's nearly all here. This one's gonna be a major battle.
I've made my peace with it and all, but seeing them all lined up out there's heavy.
Guys, can I say something? I grew up in an orphanage. I don't have a family, and I always thought I was alone. But Welkin showed me I was wrong.
Oh, come on.
That I wasn't alone at all. Not anymore. The Sevens are... You guys are my family now.
The squad's your family.
Why is that unusual? That's pretty much something that a lot of military people have felt over centuries.
Before a big battle like this, it's scary. I figure I feel just like all of you do.
I guess this is trying to appeal to non-military families. I'm kind of armchair. I'm really armchair. I've never been in the military in my life. My brothers have. So everything I say is armchair. A lot of my friends have been military. My brothers were military, though two of them had medical discharges out of the reserves. So I have a glimpse at military life, but I've never been in it.
But when I think I'm here alongside my family, I feel strong enough to fight.
Family, huh? My old folks are gone, and I got no siblings, but I bet this is what it's like. Of course, any siblings of mine would have grown up a lot better acting than you lot.
Sounds odd to say it, but you're right. And I bet Isara's watching over us all.
Alright, let's go do this.
Yeah, let's go put holes in those tanks.
Let's see how well we can do
Then
this.
let's all come back here together.
We'll get through this fight and see Gallia free again on the other side.
We're going to come out maybe victorious on this fight, but yeah, because game terms, we'll come out sort of victorious. But
Your Grace, all troops have arrived at Nagyar and adopted combat positions. This time we'll crush their feeble army and see your Grace to the doorstep of Randgries.
Make it so. Silvaria, you have never failed me in your loyalties thus far. I exist because you exist, one aside the other. You go with my trust.
Sir, Your Grace, you are too kind. I was a worthless wretch before you brought me into the light of Your Grace's company. Estranged from my parents before I could know them. Thrown into that research facility. The object of heinous experiments and deprived of human contact. But Your Grace took me from that place. Raised me to be a human before a Valkyria.
Okay, so here's where we get the sympathetic backstory.
Then awaken the powers within you. I betrayed the trust you placed in me.
No, Grace. Once I learned that the Valkyria's powers stir only when the body faces death. I didn't hesitate a moment. I would gladly pierce this breast again, even now. When you granted me the shield and the lance from the ruins, I became Valkyria only for you. Never until then had I thought to feel pride in the Valkyria's blood within me.
Now is the time to show the world the power that blood holds.
I have a feeling that Alicia is going to face death coming soon in this battle.
Go forth, Silvaria. Bring victory to my army.
Yes, sir.
Yep, there's an episode thing viewing where there's Alicia in the sniper's sights. Hey, tank surfing.
Tanks at 015. Guardian forces approaching. Approximately 2 regiments.
Silly fools. Now feel the power of the Valkyrie.
Can I say again how much I like the kind of sketchy drawn style they have for this game?
Lord Maximilian, this time we will win.
Especially in these cutscenes,
I promise you.
I really like that sketchy that look. It is pretty cool. Okay, I doubt we're gonna have time to finish this battle on this one video, so I might be doing 2 videos. Especially since I have...
This is a full-scale showdown against the Empire's entire invasion force. Here are the details.
I'm going to tell you, I have never done this battle before! Ever! Imperial forces are holed up in an expansive network of trenches across Magyar Plain. Our soldiers have also been working to dig ditches, but the folks upstairs have issued an order for an all-out attack. Because they're idiots. Do your best to avoid enemy fire as you make your way into your trenches, then commence your offensive. Your objective is occupation of the enemy's base camp. You'll notice there's a broad patch of no man's land between their trenches and ours, wide open to heavy bombing, which I will be putting smoke in. If our intel is right, they have off-site long-range rockets trained on the area. They can't hit you inside those trenches, but more or less the entire flatland area will be caught in the blast. We think the order to fire is being issued from the enemy's camp midway across the combat area. If you occupy the right camp, you should be able to prevent any more rockets from coming in. Furthermore, because of their inability to avoid those rockets, you won't have your tanks to start with this time. Really? Once you stop the rockets, the tanks can be deployed. Until then, it's up to the foot soldiers to take that camp. Oh, bloody. Okay. Alicia. Rosie. Largo. Catherine. Okay. Cherry. Edie? Or Jane? Let's do Edie. Should have put Cherry with Rosie, because they like each other. Because Rosie, Cherry likes Rosie. Idolizes her or something. I want another tank person. Oh, no, 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 no. Actually, let's put Rosina. And Marina. There we go. Deploy. We don't have
It's time to
any...
begin the operation. I ask that you give me 100% on this one.
That's very possible.
Well, here we are, I guess. That enemy camp looks awfully well protected.
Yes, it does.
This one's going to come down to slipping past the enemy fire and into their lines.
And I don't have smoke.
Lieutenant Gunther, that Valkyria Chronicles has been sighted here as well. The Eastern Front is suffering debilitating losses to her as we speak.
Are you serious?
It's possible she'll head this way before much longer. Keep your eyes open.
We probably have a limited number of rounds. Fudge me! Seriously. Okay. Oh, you got to be kidding. Okay, so this is the right-hand camp. Oh, that's where the orders are being given. Okay. Let's do a scout. Yeah. Map.
Enemy found! Spotted enemy!
Coordinates locked.
Spotted enemy!
500 meters.
Spotted enemy!
That did not work. Okay.
In trouble here?
Okay. So that did not work. We now need to rescue her.
Stage! Just a little longer, almost there! Medic, please help!
Okay.
Make sure to stay cautious.
I got it! You're through! That's what you get!
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
I got it!
I can't stay here.
You're through!
Oh joy. You're panicking now.
I got it! No!
Yeah, that. Stop panicking, please.
I got it!
This is going to be horrible.
That's what you get!
You're doing well.
Taking the stage! I'm at the top of my game!
Except for... dang.
I
I'm
got
going to
it!
use all my remaining command points to get her safe area. if that's even possible. I think I just did it.
Taking the stage.
Okay, Edie is safe. The rest of that area is going to get blasted. Oh, okay. I guess if you're in the trenches, you're fine.
I got it! I see an enemy! I see an enemy!
Stop the enemy from breaking through.
That's what you get!
Good work. Keep it up.
Enemy sighted! I got it!
Edie is being MVP here.
Taking the stage. That's what you get!
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
Why should I enjoy seeing dirt?
Okay.
Taking the stage.
You're doing well.
Enemy
Just keep it up.
sighted!
Cherry back. Okay. That's the timer. So we're going to go to a new video. See you in a little bit.